Welcome to
No.
From Boys to Men. Here we talk, obviously, it's a discussion of life, hypothetical situation, questions and pure discussion. Here we have I Hate Niggas, aka Craig. Next, we got Mac Beats UK, aka Mac. Next, we got DeAndre.
Sorry. Wait, why did you show my picture?
Next and last, we got, but not least, Hamza Kaiser.
Or you can call him
Mr.
Jeff
Social
Bezos.
Huh?
You can call him Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos in the making.
I hate him.
Richard Branson, there we go. Next one, there in the making. So today, I've just got a few questions to ask all of you, to talk about really, and yeah, we just talk and see how it goes.
We've been talking. We're still talking.
Yeah, listen, we'll be talking even more. But now, obviously, first question is: should a man pay for the first meal with a female, or should it be the woman to pay for the meal? What do you think? What would you do?
Split it half and half. Split it half and half. 50-50.
Wait. What
You're
was the
paying
question?
your meal, I'm paying mine. Simple. We're done.
Explain, man. Expand your
in it.
So obviously, if we go, let's say, the usual location, Nando's, right? You make your order. I make my order. I'm paying for my order. You're paying for your order.
Hey, are you on a meeting? What's going on?
Huh?
Can I say something? I feel like what Dan was saying is right. But then again, what if it's a birthday?
That's different.
Why would you do that? Why would you go on a birthday?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like on a day, you gotta treat her a little bit. Just treating her, you know what I'm saying? Because she would do the same thing for you, hopefully, on your birthday. So that's where I stand. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
I agree with you on that.
Crazy.
I know there's... Alright, go.
No, continue, my bad.
So yeah, like people say like 50-50, and that's the way it is right now. Modern world, it's now like equality, 50-50, blah blah blah. You do this, I'll do this for you as well. Whereas back then you say you're the guy, so you have to be like the man of the whatever. You have to pay for things. You have to get her stuff.
That's what I was thinking.
But then now it's a question of what is she, or what are they thinking returning in your life. So it's a bit of a tricky one still. But what I'm saying is,
it's not now. It's not now. It's just how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Well, how is it meant to be?
But everyone just watched that, innit?
I feel like for me, I would say like yes, the man pays. But two things I would add to that is it depends on where you're eating. Like if you're going for a quick, like, I don't know, takeaway or anything, right? But if you're going to something like Nobu, right? It's a different story. And it also depends how well you are financially. Like if the bill comes out to £40 and you have, like £35 in the bank, just be comfortable saying like, let's split it. But yeah. But if that is your position, you shouldn't be going on dates. You should be making bank. So once you made the bank, then go on dates. You know what I mean?
It's true. You're right.
That's true, actually.
But yeah, I think the men should always pay.
Yeah, I agree with that. No matter what, you're meant to be a gentleman, looking after the lady, and then she looks after you in other ways.
I have a point to make, because the reason why I would pay is you want to create a good first impression that you're financially stable and you can provide, which that I completely understand. But at the same time, it's now a sense of it's a first date. You don't know whether this thing is gonna go well or not. You know what I mean? And if it goes sideways, you've just paid a roughly, let's say, £20 for what? You just got finessed right there and then.
Craig, sorry about that, DeAndre. Sorry.
Yeah, but you just got finessed £20 like it's no one's business. You know what I'm saying?
You're funny. What's wrong with
I'm just saying. That's how it is. So
I don't
that's
think that's a good way to look at it. Like if you're going on a date, obviously it's something special. You wouldn't just meet someone on Instagram and be like, let's go. Like, there has to be something behind that date. So I feel like that just makes it special and makes it like incentivizes it for you to pay for the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then also at the same time, it's like I said, you're trying to create that first impression, but at the same time, you don't know whether that relationship is going to go well or not. It's the first date. It's the first, you know what I'm saying? It's the first time you two are interacting on a level of we want to get into a relationship type status. You know what I'm saying? So it's that. That's why I'm like, hold on. But if it's like a second date, then I'm humble to pay because I know it's going somewhere.
It's understandable.
Huh?
Not gonna lie, I think it depends with who you are as well. Like what Hamza said, like if you're that guy who likes treating people, then you can do that. If you're the guy that believes in communism, 50-50 and stuff, that's fine. And but then the question is, would you say, does it also depend with the girl? Like what type of girl is she? Do I want to pay for her? You know what I'm saying? Or is she gonna pay for me? Because it's gonna be like it's gonna be a two-way thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see that.
I definitely see that. Because if he offers to pay, as a gentleman, I'll be like, nah. Let me.
Yeah, exactly. Like if she says like, babe, let me pay, would you say, okay, go ahead?
No, because at that point,
yes, I would.
It's natural.
Really?
At that point, you would want to be a gentleman, be like, nah, I got.
What about yours? Like, would you? Because I think Max said like, if the girl said, let me pay, would you say, okay, go ahead?
Bro, I haven't even said my point yet.
Craig, go. I'll go.
Yeah.
You see, I want to make like a scenario for this, you know, because I don't want to talk in terms of like as if I'm with this girl, like I know who she is, isn't it? But let's say like first date, you get me? Personally, I feel like you should go there with just like an open, just be open to it, you know. If she insists to pay for the date, don't be Mr. No, I got the bag, you know what I'm saying? I'll pay for this. You get me?
It's true, yeah.
Right.
Just let her do it, bro, because people take pride in that shit, man. People take pride in that shit. And if she insists to pay for the meal, trust me, she's fucking with you. If she doesn't, I'm sorry, bro. If she doesn't, I'm sorry, bro. Trust me.
So you're saying doing that act of paying, whether it's you or her, that's an indication of something. You think that? So okay.
Society where it says like, you know, a guy has to pay. Get me? Because obviously that's how things guys provide and girls blah blah blah. But when it comes to like dates, it's like it also depends on how you pull up on the date as well. You know, you don't have to be Mr. You don't have to be Mr. Show Off. You get me? You don't have to be Mr. I got bands. I'll show you off to you. So I'm financially stable. You can see like she knows that. Boy. A girl needs to see the value as soon as she looks at you. Like you don't even need to take money off your pocket for her to look at you and say, "Yeah, that's the guy right there. He's the Jeff Bezos." You get me?
Yeah, because no, that's true. Because if you go in like showing off, that's a very good point. Because if you go in showing off, then most of them like they'll be gold diggers. They'll be like, he's got money. He paid for me without even hesitating. I like him now because he's got money.
Yeah,
that's just a bad thing. So I think if you go the humble and just be like, yeah, you know, I'll pay it and not make it obvious, then I feel like that's a good route to go to.
First thing you gotta consider, right? You wanna make the girl interested in you.
Yeah,
but not what
pockets.
You have. You get me? But if you pull up with your bust down AP, you pull up with a fucking bands, you know what I'm saying? Design and stuff like that, right? The first thing to come into your mind is like, is insecure. Is not self-confident.
You think?
You get me? And then when she gets that, and you've put this impression that you have so much money and you're willing to spend on her as soon as you just look at you. Well, she hasn't done nothing for you. She hasn't even given you head. What you did? What you did? You get me? So yes, even go in a taxi, fam. Just pull up in your taxi still. You know, you go out there and just chill with it. She insisted to pay for you. Let her
I
do
got a
what's
question.
wrong. Huh?
I got a question. So, you know, like, especially in London, I'm not saying it's only in London, but like, you get girls that are pressured by other girls, whereby they say, oh, her man is giving her a girlfriend's allowance, £150 a year, a month, and then they're like, oh, so they pay for everything, her nails, blah 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 blah, her food, dresses. So it gets to the point where like, okay, this guy is paying for everything for her, but then what I really don't get is, and what people don't tell me is, what is she giving back? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I maybe, but then I get confused. Like, okay, cool. So if it was reverse, yeah, like she would pay for my trim, for my clothes drip. What else? What else do we need? Like food and stuff.
Yeah.
Would that be the same case?
That's true. That's so messed up. That's so true, because if you do it for her, everyone will be like, "Oh, well done, Mac is so nice." But if she does it for you, they'd be like, "Oh, look at Mac, what a little bitch."
Yeah.
You know, like he can't do it for himself. So that's kind of messed up, and you can't really change that about the society. So that's really messed up.
But I think what also plays a part is how you see your relationship. Are you going to follow what society says by man, you know, gives money monthly allowance, or are you going to do what you two want to do, actually please each other? You know what I'm saying? I think that's another perspective that you could have. Are you gonna do what the world says, or are you actually gonna do what
now
you two?
At that point, it's now mutual, because you can suggest, I don't want to follow what the world says. I'm gonna be myself, but she might not be the same case. You know what I'm saying?
You
she
see,
might want to.
This is one thing I gotta say about you guys now. You see, this one thing, right? Before you start going on dates with girls, innit? Unless you're going for the sex, unless your agenda is bitten, then you can do whatever. But if you're really trying to get a girl, like truly trying to get like a wife material, you should figure yourself out first. Like like you should pretty much like date yourself before you decide to date someone else.
That's true.
Because when you pull up on this date, you have to know like you have this value within you that you don't even need to show off with money, cars. Like when she looks at you, your confidence, your aura needs to just say it. I am the guy right now, bro.
Yeah.
And when you look at her,
That's
you need to feel like she is the one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just be, open.
Yeah, the connections have to be clicking. You know what I'm saying?
But if you're not on the level where you know yourself truly like that, then I don't think you should be going on dates for wifey material, because you just.
That's very true. That's very wise.
You're wasting your time.
That's good shit.
Where's my notebook? I need to note that down.
Because you go on a date where she's paying you. Oh, damn, she got ass. Ass is like this, and she's like, You know what I'm saying? She's dripped out. Well, some girls like to drip out on dates as well, innit? And then you'd be like, okay, I'll wife you just for the sake that she looks cute.
But then you don't know personality.
1 month in, you just see there's nothing between you that's like you have in common. Like, it's like, bro, you decide, she's like, nope. Anything she decides to, you're like, nope. You get me? So it's like, I don't know, figure yourself out, man. Just kind of put the time of just, you know what you want. Know yourself first before you try to go out there and, date someone else, because it's not worth it.
Wise words indeed.
You get?
That's true.
And that even help you when it comes to paying for the date. Because 9 times out of 10, if you know yourself and you know what you really want, and you go on the date and you see this girl, she's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, your mind is like, bro, I'm gonna split this day. I'm gonna split this right now. But you want to spend money on it. She's just, yeah, man. That's just my point.
True.
Should I don't want to say boys, honestly. Okay, should men have a budget for these things? Would you say, for you to be secure, do you need a budget for your girls' meals and all of that? Is this something that you should put in mind, or
budget for what?
That depends on your
Wait, I didn't understand that, Mike. What do you mean?
As in a budget. So like, we budget everything, budget for bills, whatever, rent, phones. Should you have a budget for your girl?
If you're poor,
like how much you give the girl every month or something.
Let's just say for meals. Right now, let's just keep it on meals. Just keep it like for meals.
Yeah.
Should you always say, okay, I'm budgeting for my girl?
No.
Really?
I feel like if it's something that, if it's a wife, like a wifey material, then potentially yes. But like Craig said, if it's like a quick beat and yeet situation, then nah.
Now,
but
there's the other point as well. It has to be both sides. If you're budgeting for her, she has to budget for you as well.
Kick this guy.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think so.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you.
It links back to like the original theory of like men provide the food for the woman and women cook it. Like women shouldn't go hunting, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Balance it out. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna give you money, I want something in return of the same value. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't have to be exactly. It doesn't have to be money. You know what I mean? It can be something else, but I just need something that equates the value that I invested in you. You know what I'm saying? I want good returns as well.
Is she a stock? What do you mean you want good returns?
No, that's what I'm saying. I understand. Like for example, if I'm like, okay, I'm paying.
But what's the ROI?
I'm paying for a holiday. You know what I'm saying? She has to be like, okay, I'm organizing the flight, I'm organizing the hotel, I'm organizing what we're gonna do when we get there.
Oh, so you're saying she shouldn't just be sitting there like eating up all the cash?
Yeah, she should do something, to essentially to earn it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I've got a question though, because obviously we're talking about really not independent females. But how about the females who are independent, who got their business, car, house? Right now we got the guru, who AKA is Tanaka, who's joined us. I'll put subtitles for those who don't understand, Shona.
This topic is done out for me. For niggas like me, I'm done out when it comes to my girl. I'll spend anything. So
hey, hold on. Tanaka, take your girl out of this. Take your relationship out of this place. Thank you.
Oof. No, but then under you're talking about wife material.
But that's reality,
Because we want you to talk in terms of like maybe a third person, but don't
in general.
In general.
Oh, okay. No. You need to be ready for spending time with girls, especially when it comes to money, time, energy, all of that. You need to be prepared.
So true.
None of you niggas should be going into relationships or talking to girl them if you aren't patterned. You should be patterned.
That's what I was saying.
That's what Craig said as well. Exactly.
All of you. So even some of us, like I know there's some mans I'll be saying, you don't have no girl, sharpie, da. But you, as long as you know, okay, cool, I don't have no girl right now, but that's because I'm still trying to pattern myself. Don't ever rush into this because girls will always be there, bro. Girls will always be there. So for me personally, I don't feel like there's any need to rush into it. I went into a relationship not because this person was saying da. I did it because I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it was. So
what?
It's a case of if you're patterned, you feel comfortable financially. Financially first, man. I'm telling you, funds will disappear once you got to go. Funds will disappear. And to buy. But yeah, like once you're comfortable financially, even mentally, in your position, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff, then you can start thinking about, even if you're just trying to beat and yeet, whatever you're called, you still need to be patterned. That's my get-go.
Right? No, really. Because most likely the girls you'll be meeting are actually looking for the exact same thing you're looking for. They're on the same energy you're on.
What are you talking about?
Like when you're gonna beat, beat and yeet.
No, I'm not saying that you're gonna be spending peas or trying to do that, but I'm just saying like even girls that you're saying, cool, I'm just gonna beat and yeet, whatever. It's just a case of you yourself. Okay, how can I explain this? Let's say. Okay, let's say the beat and yeet is McDonald's, right? And then your wife and material your wifey material is what? I don't know. What's a nice restaurant? What's a nice restaurant, everyone?
Nope.
Let's say Wagamama's, right? Okay, so your wifey material is Wagamama's, and then your beat and eat is McDonald's, right? At the end of the day, for you to get either one of them, you have to have P. You know what I'm saying? So for me, regardless of is it the B and E, dead, you still have to be patterned. You still have to. It's kind of a mentality thing as well. You have to allow yourself to know. Okay, cool. Yes, I know I'm just beating and yeeting, whatever. But at the end of the day, I need to know that mentally and financially, physically, whatever, I am stable. I'm good.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a mentality thing, rather than saying, okay, cool. Let's say you do go out there and beat and yeet. What are you gonna do when you fall in love? But yet you're broke. You know what I'm saying? You die, bro.
You see, if she's independent, let's say she's making money in it,
has her own business, car, independent, all of it.
You have to be somewhere near her level.
You have to be in a higher level.
No, not even higher, but you need to be somewhere near her.
Explain.
You get me? Because if you can show a female like a girl, like we talked about this.
That question.
We're going back to it. But if you can show a girl that you have in you, the like the what's the word, fam?
Ambition.
Yeah, that word.
This was.
And the tenacity.
Like ambition, you have your own things. You know what I'm saying? You know how to go get it. You know how to go get it. Hey, shut up, man. I'll slap you through the fucking screen. Yeah, but if you can,
I feel like she has to be on the same level, like not same, but like equal, like close to your boundaries.
Yeah,
because you can't be a super successful man dating like a dead broke, unambitious person.
But the thing is, that depends on you, though.
Some man didn't like that.
But that depends on you. Because when it comes to like proper dating, it kind of falls into the your values as a man. How high do you value yourself, and then how high are you going to
your perception
when it comes to the girl? What kind of values does she need to have for herself for you to respect her as a person? You get me? That also links, but don't try to put your values on her, because that will not work.
Yeah,
that will not work. Don't say I have so much money, so you gotta be, like, bro. If that's your case, then find another girl who's the one you're gonna value in it.
Yeah.
I've got a question.
Expert.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Since you obviously we're talking about independent females, but I feel as if, I don't know celebrity-wise if it's intentional, but it seems that people get with each other. Not like some celebrities get with, not celebrities, or just people get with someone who's their level's lower, but just because of a factor like they're just beautiful. Like it's like a side piece, they're just nice to have around. What do we think? Is that appropriate? Should all, if you're going to enter a relationship or actually have someone to say, oh, this is my girlfriend, they should actually, it should be someone that you should level up with, that you should, that it's actually something real, instead of just like, oh, I'm with her because she looks nice. But you'll never say it, but that's the case. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get you. At that point, I think it's okay to go down a certain, not too low to the point where like they're highly dependent on you. They need you to, you know what I'm saying? They need you to provide the food, provide the housing, provide everything. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. But as long, for me, my main ambition, my main point is the value. If she's bringing back, obviously if she's slower, but she has capability of going further, you know what I'm saying? I would somewhat, put my time and effort into making sure that she's fine, she's getting somewhere, she's got ambition, she's reaching her targets, you know what I'm saying? Instead of me having to be like, yo, I have to be on your level of unambitious for me to, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's the right way to approach it. You have to approach it in the sense of, she looks nice, she brings value, she adds something in my life. therefore I will be with her. That's my mentality.
That makes sense. That makes clear sense. You know, being you're there for each other, so you're gonna help each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much. I like that a lot. But anyway, anything else?
But anyways, Jesse, what's the question again? Hold on.
You don't even know the question.
What's the question again? Hold on, give it.
It was about some people get in a relationship just because the female is nice, like she's good looking, and she doesn't actually bring value. So does it matter? Because obviously we're talking.
All right,
you see those people who get with a girl just because she looks good on the external things, with the things that your eyes look and be like, ooh, damn. Those people.
Yeah, but
their biggest weakness is their lust.
Oof. Yeah, but what do you mean?
Their lust. Because look at it this way, it's like if you're gonna get with a girl just because she looks good, that means you're not paying attention to everything else. That means you yourself are not paying attention, like what qualities does she have that are gonna benefit you in return?
She's paying.
Other than just sex.
It's a marketing thing.
She's paying. Exactly, I was gonna say that.
With what?
That's the truth.
Piss off.
She's what?
Piss off.
Because
you will never approach a butters girl. That's all I'm saying. You will never approach a butters girl.
Hold on.
You approach a pen girl and then you talk to her and then that's how you find out. You will never approach a butters girl and say, oh, her personality is nice. You will never know because you will never approach a butters girl. And don't tell me to the question because everyone here.
Hold on. Did you say?
Let me ask you the question. Whoa. Wait, hold on. Let me ask you the question.
This nigga, is saying that these
Jeffrey.
People lurk around because of their lust, whatever, blah blah blah. But you will never approach a butters girl. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, you're right. Which makes me bring this question up. Would you date a pen girl? Yeah. But her personality is the opposite of what you want, or a butters girl, but her personality is everything you want.
How am I supposed to know that?
You talk to them both.
How am I supposed to know that?
You talk to them both.
But me personally, I will never approach a girl that I don't find attractive.
Probably they approached you, and she's got everything you need.
And what do you mean everything we need? What do you mean?
Like the qualities which you're looking for, like a person like Hamza, for example. He said a person is ambitious, who's got goals, who knows where they're headed.
I mean, you can always get plastic surgery.
One of the things that I find.
I'm just saying.
You're funny.
But now I want to welcome Mr. Jeffrey himself, aka to Tender. Welcome. To continue, guys.
Jerry's behind.
Yeah, I know. Hey, shut up.
Yeah, Jeffrey, that's my question to you. I want to know if you're gonna answer that one.
That's a dumb question. I'm not answering a dumb question.
How is that a dumb question?
Nigga, did I not just say my point? How am I supposed to know a girl's personality if I have not?
Like I said, you did not approach them; they approached you.
Huh?
You approached the pen girl, right? You approached the pen girl and you found out that her personality is not exactly what you want, right? Complete opposite. Right?
What I'm saying is your answer. No, I would not.
Am I answering this question in a realistic way?
Nah, what happened to it?
Am I answering this question in a realistic way? Because if if a butters girl approaches me and I don't find her attractive, I'll just tell her I have a chick. So I'll never find out her person.
Have you told Tender about the original question?
Wait, Tender, you know the where this came from?
Ritual?
No, the original question.
So this began whole conversation. This whole question stemmed from should a man pay for the first date?
Hold on a minute. How did that come? What?
I know. This is It started with should a man pay for the first date or should a woman?
Personally, me personally, I just want my wife to have an ambition to be successful in whatever she does,
this independence thing, yeah, it doesn't make sense because that's when feminists come through, fam. I don't really want that. I don't really want a chick that's like feminine and that. Like not okay, feminine. When that's listen.
Hold on, wait,
Sorry,
what?
so you want to go masculine thing?
I wouldn't really want my wifey to be like that. Like I want it to be like feminine and that. So this
I can never date a
independence
feminist.
thing, I can accept it in different ways. But if it comes to me providing, that's cool. If she wants to help out, then that's cool. But I want to be like the main provider. You get me? So
What about feminists?
If I'm answering about dating, yeah. Personally, if it's a first date and we've just been speaking, if you ask me out, you're paying.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait.
I would do that as well.
She's paying for you.
You're paying.
I would do that as well.
If I ask you out, then
100%.
I'm paying.
Oh, so she'll pay for
100%.
you? Are you saying she'll pay for you?
Bro, yes.
100%.
You ask for my time.
100%.
You ask for my time.
No.
100%. I agree with him. 100%.
That's so stupid, fam.
But you agreed to go on the date.
Whoa.
But she asks you. You see, this is what you gotta understand, innit? Me going on this date, I am the prize because she came to me. So I'm taking my time off my day doing what I gotta do, just to come and eat with you. Like, why should I take my pocket?
I feel like it boils down to the two things, like where are you going and like how expensive is the bill.
No, not even, fam. We don't look at that. We don't look at that.
I don't care, fam. If she invites you, she's taking you wherever she wants to take, but she knows she can pay for it.
And ask for my time, you've got to pay. As stupid as that might sound, it's because of this generation has just put it, the man has to pay. And no else, some man are out there saying you have to pay. Because some man just want satisfaction from it. It's not because they want to pay. They just want to feel good. You get me? But if you're going to ask for my time and you say, I should take you out. If she says to me, I should take you out, she's paying, fam. 100%. If she cries about it, then it's halfway. I'm not paying the full bill. 100%. We'll pay for each other. We'll pay separately. If I then ask you out, then cool. But then it's different in like say a 5-year marriage or something. Yeah, it's different because your wife could just want to treat you. You get me? That's different. That's okay. That obviously other people will be like, yeah, that's calm. But if it's a first date and you're the one that goes, I want to take you out, she's got to pay, fam. She's got to pay. As much as you say, I don't care. She's paying, fam.
That's mad.
Big facts.
Now that's your point. Like I think
Big
like
facts.
I don't know why, but I just think the man should always do it. Unless the woman is
okay.
No, let me do it.
Is
That's
it because
fine,
you
but
feel satisfied?
I just feel like the man should do it, you know?
Is it you feel satisfied when you pay? Do you feel like
it's not even that. It just stems to like the masculine thing, like the man should
a good relief when you pay for it, or is it because you truly want to pay?
I feel like both.
Because that's a problem with some mans, yeah. Some man could be broke, but they're doing it. Sometimes they'll do it to impress or to feel good or because they actually want to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you're doing it to impress, then
there's a problem there.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like
it's saying personally.
Well, no, we did discuss paying is a sign of how did I say?
Interest.
Yeah,
like safety.
When you make that payment for her, it's like, oh, maybe he does like me, or she makes that payment for you, or maybe when she makes that payment for you, it's like, oh, she may be interested in me.
That's what I'm saying. Too many people look at money as a validation to it. That's not a validation to any relationship. Money's not a validation to any relationship. It's just a foundation. Because you could say, I could pay for a chick and she goes home, oh my God, he paid for me. He paid £150 for a meal, blah, blah, blah. But then I'm just there like, oh yeah, she thinks I got P now. Now I can finesse her. You see that? It's different. Fam. You can't look at money as a validation to especially to a relationship. You can't look at that. Only emotions can validate a relationship. Please write that down.
What makes up a relationship?
Wow.
You being you, bro.
We've never been in a relationship. So the answer is going to be...
What I'm saying, yeah.
The answer is going to be a bit difficult.
What I'm saying is, yeah.
what do you
it's you
feel?
being it's you being true to yourself and your desires and your true values and morals and whatever it is that you know that's gonna go with your whatever. You get me?
Okay. What about anyone else? Everyone else.
Wait, what's the question again?
What makes a
I'm just changing
relationship?
backgrounds. I didn't even
For
hear the
me,
question.
I would say company. As long as if your team company that's for me anyway. Like if I were my team doing my thing with my team, that's what makes a relationship.
What?
What is it
I
gonna
did
talk about?
not understand what language this guy was speaking.
What is it gonna talk about?
I got lost the second match.
I said company, having company, like having each other's company. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what makes it a relationship.
That's how you lose a girl.
Really?
For you, mate.
Too much company, bro.
There's too much, and then
Craig, hold on a minute, please.
That's
So how do
interesting.
you think marriages work?
Huh?
How do you think marriages work?
Bro,
they don't.
I think there needs to be a balance. You get me? But you can be too free to be with her all the time, but then you can be too distant to not be with her. You
when you say like too much company, do you mean like for people that are not married yet?
Yeah, pretty much. Because when you marry someone, it's like you have. Fuck, whatever, bro.
Taurai.
I feel like at the start, yeah. Let's say at the start of the thing. Now you're trying to establish something. You get me?
Yeah.
But it also depends on you. Like, how do you want to be the? See, my mindset, fam. I'm gonna give him something. Man.
Come on, fam. Talk. Let's do this.
It's like, do you want the girl to maybe like like what fuck? Let's say, okay, make up relationship and make up relationship. What makes up what makes up a relationship?
Yeah.
Personally, I feel like if you're too available.
Chirungu.
Okay, if you're too like Mr. Whenever she calls you pick up the phone. She asks you to come. You pull up. She asks me, stay for too long. Stay for like extra 2 days. You stay. Like that right there, you become just like Mr. Slave. You get me? But it's not really. You have to also put yourself first before you even try to like. But then, when it comes to making up the relationship, that depends on what kind of person you are. If you're someone who always wanna do the most to get the girl, then trust me, you're gonna do the most to get the girl. But if you're someone who actually understands how, like, in terms of I'm gonna talk about nature now, innit? Like the female nature things, innit? I would advise you to not even like, don't be too like on it. You get me? Too like, yo, let's go this date, let's go here, let's be that. Come spend time with me.
You're too focused on it, like you're closing off everything else just to focus on.
Yeah, you gotta keep the girl in your back pocket. No, I'm joking.
I'm gonna say back pocket.
What's wrong?
I'm joking. Now, relationships. Yeah, personally, once you're in relationship, it's a both way thing. But for me, I'd rather graft for a girl. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You'd rather chase her?
I'd rather graft. No, not chase her. Not chase. Like say I know we're compatible. You get me?
Yeah.
I'd work for it. I don't want that to be easy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want my chick to be easy.
Chasing. Because we were like on about chasing, really.
Never chase a chick.
Yeah. That's what we're saying. But then we said never chase. We should work on ourselves. But then I want to add, through working on ourselves, this is what I had earlier. That's when you actually magnetize. That's when you magnetize females towards you. That's one thing I've seen for sure. And it's with everything. When you start to just do something different, or you seem different, it draws
act different. Sorry, keep going.
It draws something to you, like that different.
Yo, Beth, what up?
Oh, sorry, it adds something to you. So I always want to add, by working on yourselves and not chasing, you automatically draw girls in. You'll draw in what you want in your life, so on and so forth. I did wanna ask what Tutenda was saying, because we're talking about chasing. In a relationship, do you think there's manipulation? And if so, is it good to manipulate one another to do something or to make them feel a certain way? Is that good or bad?
Yeah.
It's good.
Nah, hold
There's
on.
a situation there. Because there's levels to it.
It depends. It depends.
Mm-hmm. If you do it
to take advantage of her, then that's bad.
Full advantage. Yeah.
But if you do it to like maybe get the two of you together, but then you kind of like, you know, manipulate in some way, but you're not taking advantage of her. You just kind of, you know, it's like fishing. You get me? Like you just throw the thing in, she bites it. You kind of.
Yeah.
I think that's cool, bro. But like, if you're trying to like manipulate just so you can beat or do something else, that's fucked up.
There's an element to it. Like Craig said, it's to a certain extent. You know, it's if you have like a difference in opinions. Let's say I'm
on the live team.
You know, you want to do something, she wants to do something, and you kind of have to manipulate her decision making in order for you to both do it. Then that's fine. Like if it's a difference in opinion and you're trying to convince the other person to do something without having to, you know, get on the bad side of that person or bribe that person to a certain extent, then that's fine. But when it's like full on saying, "Oh, I will."
The fact that you even brought up bribing in this, I don't know where you're going with this, bro.
Nah, there's people who do that. Trust me, there's done out people who would bribe someone else to do something.
I would do that.
By bribe, I'm not saying. By bribe, I'm not saying like, "Oh, I'll give you money. I'll give you money for me to do this." It could be anything. It could be something like, "I will fucking release your pics for you to do this." You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
That's more like what do you call
genius.
it?
Blackmail.
Oh, yeah, blackmailing.
Blackmail. Yeah.
DeAndre, what are you going with this, bro?
My words.
Jerry, is this recorded?
My point is,
yeah, it's recorded.
But my point is like,
don't post this.
I'll cut it out.
If this is like for you know, like I said, if it's a difference of opinion where it's a minor thing, then manipulation may be necessary to get the person to your side of your story, to convince them to do what you want. But if it's like
personally, with a chick here, I can't manipulate. All I can do is sweet talk, fam. You can never do that.
That's manipulation.
It's not, fam. That's just
because now what you're doing is getting to the emotion of love to get what you want.
Exactly. Like when I say to you, niggas, just put the girl in an emotional roller coaster and you win.
You're evil. You're evil.
Do you disagree with me?
You're evil.
Just watch Titanic.
You disagree with me?
Just give her money.
Explain yourself. Explain it.
Yeah,
First an example.
Okay, look here. Females.
I see you.
Females are emotional creatures.
Wow.
They're emotional.
By nature, yeah.
By nature, they're very, very emotional. They're different from us. Like us, we're like logic, you know what I'm saying? Like we can sit there and talk all day. We can just be bars.
No, we're emotional as well.
But we're mostly speak with the mind. Like we don't involve emotions in everything we do. You get me?
Yeah.
Like females, if you look by nature, females are more into people than things. And then us guys are more into things than people. You know, because females have kids and they have to, you know.
Do men not have kids either?
They do, but.
Tisanda, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Okay, carry on. Now I'm just inputting.
Do you get pregnant? Do you get pregnant?
But you have kids, though.
Do you get pregnant?
Right now I am. I've put on low weight. I think there might be a baby underneath.
No, okay, that's not my point. I'm just saying we when someone says, "Do you have kids?" you say yes. Do you not? Obviously not now. I mean, when you get kids.
I actually have some right now, man. It's kind of.
Yeah, but anyways, like I think you should put a girl on an emotional roller coaster, bro.
Nigga.
So you should manipulate her. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not manipulating. Like, okay, let's say you bring a girl, over. Let's say you bring a girl over, right?
Yeah.
And your agenda is to beat. Let's say you bring her over and your agenda is to beat.
Beat and yeet.
Hit
her cooter, then call an Uber.
This guy. I'm to let him finish, bro.
I'm sorry. Continue.
A girl they don't want to know, like, unless she's a thought. She doesn't want to know what's going to happen when she gets to your house.
What's she expecting? Cake?
No, nothing. Like she wants the situation to just happen. Get me? Like when she goes back home and tells her friends, she's like, I don't know, we just end up fucking. I don't know. And we just end up doing it. You get me? Because you have to put on this, like, I don't know. It's long to explain, man. But
I think like I want to add, getting a girl like to be in a, because what you're saying, because females are emotional, they, first thing they say, they start something new, it's like, oh I'm scared, or I'm really excited, First thing's emotion is not like, but with us it's like, how can I go about this? Do I take a left or a right? Do I add one or take away two? See what I'm saying?
For example, I finish.
So yeah, to add on top,
for example, let's say complimenting a girl.
Yeah.
That one right there. That's right now in this generation, it's dangerous.
Very
dangerous.
You think?
Very.
Trust me, bro.
Why is it? Please expand.
If you let's say right, you meet this girl on Instagram, innit, or whatever, and then you decide to go on a date. If you spend the whole day constantly complimenting every little thing you see about her,
some chicks get frustrated though.
They get frustrated, but it also boosts up their ego. And when she does, and when that happens, you instantly becomes a friend zone. You get in the friend zone just like that, because you're not doing anything. You're just constantly complimenting. Oh, your ass.
Wow. Let me take notes.
You're constantly.
I got a question.
Compliments too much.
So okay, I got a question to ask though. This is kind of relating back with the females providing, because as we said, if you're the man, you should provide. Essentially, you should pay the bills, bring the food home. How about if the female provides, but only through sex and nudes and
whoa,
and just pleasuring you? Son, is that acceptable?
Son, let me stop right there.
Go on.
I am a Muslim.
I was gonna say that as well, but I'm sorry.
What do you say? Go on back. Listen.
You see, by you saying that, you're not objectifying it, and that's mad. You're making it seem as an object where you can just use, you know what I'm saying? Whereas it's a bit mad objectifying people. So I don't know. I feel like I know what you mean, but it's just the way you said it.
Okay. I don't know other ways to say it.
Expanding on what Mac's saying, yeah, of course, fam. Like you can't. A man can never expect that, because more time chicks only do that. They're like, oh, I'm just trying to treat you. I'm just trying to make you smile. Yeah, but more time, if you're a man and that's what you're looking for from a girl as a way of her providing, then you're done out. You should go beat yourself in the head, because that's done out. You can never think that way of a female. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Listen, everyone, I want to welcome. I don't know how to pronounce that. It looks
Makes
a
no
bit like
sense.
Russian.
Dimitrovsky.
Yeah,
says
please.
Darko.
Welcome, Darko.
Wow.
Darko,
Mr.
welcome to the
Toxic
chat.
himself.
Darko.
Yeah, welcome. Well, a woman to provide you sex.
Yeah, as her, like, thank you. Not just sex, but
Nah. You know
everything
what?
pleasure.
I know Darko definitely
I
wants
think
to be
nah.
sexist. Say it, bro.
Nah.
Say it.
You know why? Yeah?
What?
Because if you really want to have sex with the woman, just fucking pay £50, have sex with a prostitute, and then no stress. No stress.
That's not a point though, but oi,
Just
let's
get
get
a
real,
room,
my nigga.
If you're gonna listen, if you really want just sex out of someone, then don't
Review.
even. What's the point of even being in a relationship?
Thing is, I feel as if there's some women who feel like they can't provide anything to a relationship, so they just say, "Oh, let me use my body to please," and then I use my,
Well, those
Nah.
women are stupid.
That's how you know she's not the one.
Those women are stupid. They need a headbutt.
You see that guy with his fat finger and kick him
That's
out.
not a wife. You'll never see the wife look real like that.
Next question. Would you have a polygamous / open relationship?
They don't know. Oh, okay.
Never.
If you don't know what that means,
Your example is Will Smith and Jada Smith. Done.
there you go.
Ask me a stupid question.
Yeah, as long as she's not getting with no one, then it's cool.
Can I answer?
Go on.
So let's say if the relationship is with some like the other girl. So let's say the other girl is bi.
You will never be happy, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Some people are happy with it.
Let me finish.
Finish.
No one is happy with that, fam.
Let me finish. So
Sorry.
I feel like so if there's like MFF, if you type in on Google MFF, that's fine. So male, female, open relationship, calm, excellent, Mo Salah.
Mo Salah, what's wrong?
So how about MMF?
No.
No.
I ain't taking no open relationship whatsoever. It's between two people and nothing more, nothing more.
Father.
I ain't taking no 15 niggas on my woman. Nah, no chance. We ain't doing that.
Why 15, man? Why 15?
Niggas is 15. Are you sure he's 15? Something like
no, it's just a number. It's just a number that just popped up.
Not
just
one.
age.
Not one.
Age
not
is just
two,
a number.
But
That's the number.
3,000.
My culture, and I think in your guys' culture too, like being homophobic is like a sin. Like you're just not allowed, right? But when we come in here, like in this country where everything is almost acceptable, and like you have that thought process, yes, you're homophobic, but you can't really change that.
Right. The problem is, right,
you're breaking.
You have to guide your kids to what's real, what's not, right? Because if your kid is feeling some kind of way, you got to tell it there's two genders. You got to teach it the real biology of stuff.
There's 20 genders.
Listen.
See, I just don't understand that. Like, I'm sorry, but like, no, there's just man and female.
Nah, listen. Yeah. When I was a kid, all I wanted to be was a dog, right? If my mom was saying
what,
I used to walk. I was a kid, man. I was like 5. I used to walk like a dog. I used to act like I'm pissing like a dog. Now listen.
Nah, what's yonder?
Listen. If my mom was like, "Oh, don't worry, you can be anything you want. When you grow up, you're gonna be a dog." Imagine like I grew up being 20. Yeah, imagine I grew up being 20, and I'm like, "Oh, I can be anything I want. I can be a dog," and I start walking on all fours. That's the same as like being transgender and shit like this. Imagine your mom and your dad constantly go, "Oh, you can be wherever you want. You can be."
Nah, but then, darker. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have said to me, I'll tell them, yo, I don't understand people that are free. Yeah, but then they'll tell me it's not. Some people tell me it's not a choice. That's what some people tell me.
That's dumb.
Now, listen. Let me tell you, yeah. Listen, I'll tell you why it's not a choice.
No. Okay, let me finish. They say it's not a choice. They say you've been fruity all this time, but you just didn't know it.
Oh, come on. Are you serious?
I don't believe that. Though.
That's why they then call it coming out.
Now, this is why I don't.
That's
understand.
what they say. They say it's not a choice. You've just been fruity all this time, but you just hadn't came out, and you didn't know it.
How about dad? Dad, you look nice today.
There's nothing wrong with saying that.
Oh my
There's nothing wrong with saying that.
There's actually nothing wrong with saying that.
It's what you think in your head.
It's not about what you say. It's about how you say it or how you feel it.
Yeah, if he's got the duck lips and his head is to the side and his head is tilted to the side with his hand on his hip, then yeah, slap him.
Wait, imagine, right? Imagine.
You see this guy. You see this guy screaming. Yeah, kick him out.
Wait, hold on.
Who said kick him out?
Hold on. I need to welcome
That guy who just came in with noise. Yeah, kick him out.
I need to welcome to Zenda.
Yo, why is there two people called that guru, fam?
Hey, mate.
I don't even know.
What?
Yo.
What?
Alright, I'm gonna welcome to Tender.
Can you hear this? Can you hear this?
I'm gonna welcome to Tender. I'm gonna welcome that guru is back on camera, aka Tanaka. But yeah, continue. Whoever.
How you gonna say it's government still?
Innit? Leave my comment out.
Let me ask you guys something, right?
What's going on?
Why, if being gay is a choice, right?
Oh, how is that?
I don't understand.
Hey,
listen. I'm not saying it's any way or
Yeah,
another.
fam.
Hey, listen, I'm out.
Now,
Hey.
this is what I was gonna ask. I just have a question, right?
Go for it.
If being gay is a choice, then why is there people, right, which come from a culture, which they get stoned or killed for being gay, that are gay? You know, if you had a choice, wouldn't you just choose the choice to be like, oh, listen, I'm not gonna be gay? Why are people risking their lives to suck a dick? You know, it makes no sense. It makes no sense.
I think.
So what, are you going against the fact that it's not? So you think that it's not a choice?
No, not even. But I still have to consider. Like, why are these people risking their lives just to suck a dick? You know, like, do they like the danger or what's going on? I'm just asking. I'm just putting this question out there. I'm still like, I don't know. Myself, I'm not gay, so I couldn't confirm.
I don't know.
I think it's the same feeling as I think the way they perceive it, it's the same way you perceive being straight. So I think for them, they just wait. Well, they say they just wake up, and it's like, bruh, I actually like Pum, or I actually like Willie, so whatever.
I said Willie.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's the same way.
Wait, can
you
I
can't
say
really
something?
justify the same way you can't justify why you are straight. Is the same way they feel. Oh, that's why I'm gay, or that's why I'm.
Wait, I want to add something to that. What led you to that decision of being gay comes from two things: how you've been brought up and your surroundings.
And yeah, environment.
But that's how they're born.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's 100% done.
That could be the fact as well.
But this I think
whole fact.
I think it's a partly of the fact, right? But however, I think once we grow out, you know, as a parent, right, you can try to mold your child in a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But once they're outside of your house, they start making decisions for themselves.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the same. It's the same idea.
This guy stop dropping government names.
It's the same thing that you can still be raised in a Christian family, or you can still be raised in a home full of, you know, someone doing drugs or someone, but you choose to do something else once you're outside of the house.
Yeah.
So, you know, whereas for, I don't know, for...
Then how do we explain those kids that
I'm not trying to compare...
Wake up one morning and like, me, I want
by
to
the way,
wake
I'm
up,
not...
or me, I want to
by
be
the
a
way,
boy. Is that part of environment, or are we is that a new form of conditioning?
That's very true.
I think that I'm not trying to. Here's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to compare environment and the whole idea of is gay, being gay is a choice. Nah, I'm not trying to say that. You know what I mean?
What are you trying to say then?
Craig, I'll slap you.
What?
What?
Personally, I'm not allowed.
Oh my god.
What I'm saying is, right, is like, that's a hard one.
It's a tough subject. It's so... Because none of us
to be fair, let's just move on from this subject, because none of us are strong enough or understanding enough for us
me, I'm strong enough, fam. I'm strong.
None of us are gay. So we can't be like, oh yeah, this is how they are.
Yeah, Mike lesbian. Just like I'm
Wait, delete this guy. Wait, kick him out. Kick him out.
I want to add to this, right? One thing, right? Like, let's say your father's very insecure and your mother's always depressed. It's very unlikely that you yourself will be a confident, charming, out there person. If your parents have always told you, don't speak when you're not meant to, or that, and your mother and your dad are very inside and introvert, it's a very rare thing that you'll be an extrovert, because since you were born, that's how you've been raised up. Same with being gay.
That's actually kind of
close. No, I think no.
No, but why if you got friends like humans? Yeah,
I disagree with that.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, that's influence. Then that's influence.
Now, here's what I say, right? Hams, I can see where you're coming from, but I think we all have a choice. You got what I mean? Like, you're most likely. I understand the part when you said you're most likely. However, I think it's the other way around. If you're more of a person who's been kind of raised up to be, oh yeah, keep quiet, stay to yourself, blah 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 blah, grounded, this and that. But once your parents let you out, like if you're born into a family which there's so much restrictions, right? And then once let's say you go to uni, you're most likely gonna want to do
experience a life.
Experience a lot.
I disagree. I disagree to an extent, because it depends. It depends.
I disagree too.
It depends how much of that restriction. Because let's say we can all be restricted, right? Let's say we can all have restricted homes, whatever, and then we all go to uni. Some of us will go and do the most, but then some of us have already that condition of restriction.
I want to add on what Hamza said. So I want to add influence. We're all saying influence has a big impact on us, but what do you think is I was going to ask. Obviously, if you can be influenced by your peers and your surroundings, that must mean you're quite open and open-minded.
What's your question, Dad?
I'm trying to find a question. What? I can't get the question out of my head. It's not coming to me.
Wait, Jerry, are you trying to say your influence is your friends, your biggest influence?
Yeah. So
Jimmy,
it's not coming to me. The question
that's not the question Jerry was trying to ask. I think I know what you're trying to say. It's like you're trying to ask it. No, you're trying to ask the question on the basis of how can we function without influence? Or essentially. Can we adapt to this and that? How does influence play on our lives? Type of situation. Because obviously that's a more broad question.
That is broad as well.
Anyways, let me just dive into the question real quick, since I already have something to say. I feel like influence, even psychologically speaking, influence is a very, 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 it's the most important thing, actually, because that's the only thing that actually transfers knowledge onto knowledge onto knowledge. Influence is the biggest form of generational knowledge in terms of even psychologically speaking. Like I was saying, it's even what has allowed evolution to be where it is today because of influence. So cavemen influenced the next generation to do this and that. Then that generation influenced the next generation. Da 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 da. It all keeps going. And Hamza, right? Hamza is now going to influence his child to be free and to not follow the school's rules or whatever, to be free. See, and Hamza's learned that from someone else, and that person learned it from someone else. That person learned it from someone else, and so influence. At the end of the day, it is what makes life.
It's
Without
the most powerful
influence,
thing. I agree.
without influence, you ain't shit. Life ain't
Ooh,
shit.
I like that comment.
But
You know what I'm saying?
I've got a question then. Does influence then equal knowledge, or are they two completely different things?
Wait,
No,
what equals knowledge?
different things.
Yeah.
No, they're different things. I was just
Yeah.
saying on an example, on a form of example, that the knowledge from the cavemen was transferred. It was influenced to the next generation. So it's not that necessarily influence and knowledge are the same thing. It's just the knowledge was influenced into the next generation.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you can still be
Influence is the
influenced to
most
do the wrong
powerful
thing.
thing.
You
It's
can
the
be
most
influenced to
powerful
do the
thing.
wrong thing, or influenced to do the right thing.
All right, wait. So you're saying basically influence and knowledge are two different things, right?
No,
I get
yes,
that, like it.
yes. In the
All right,
example I
so
was
all right,
making, it was
okay.
the same thing.
But I understand that. But you say if we're gonna go to a foundation level of like what's much more important, influence or knowledge? Which one are we going for?
Right, let me show.
Influence.
Which
Let me
one
show
are
you.
you going for?
I feel like influence.
I think influence, because influence is the
But how can you
admin.
influence with no knowledge?
Yeah, that's what I'm asked. Go on,
I'll
Tim.
explain. I think
Greg.
influence. You know, Jerry. You know what I talked to you about. You know how
Done
the whole thing about trying to bring I'm gonna bring fashion into this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some niggas might not know. Some niggas might know. Whatever. But if you're not Virgil, he put out a new collection, but a lot of people are putting him down, saying, "Oh, you copied this and that." Blah blah blah. Blah. And I talked to Jerry about this. Would you say the fact that this guy put out a certain collection out, and people are putting him down, saying that he copied, but in the world that we live in, it's all influence. In everything that you do from today, it's all influenced by something. So when I say the reason why I say influence is better than knowledge, because like the knowledge is already there within the influence. If that makes sense. Like the knowledge is already there.
I think
All you just need to do is to, because if you get what I mean, like inspiration and influence is literally the same thing.
What?
No. Inspiration is you being moved, and then influence is you following through.
All right, deep this, right? If I see something that influences me, that gives me inspiration to do something. It's moving me. I'm not playing game.
No. He's correct. I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Correct.
You're not wrong.
Why is he not wrong? Now, why is he not wrong? Whoever's saying he's not wrong, why is he not wrong? Please answer.
Because he's not wrong.
He's acting on
this example.
You gotta have a point behind that.
He's
I
acting
want to hear
on
a point
the
behind
influence.
why he's not wrong.
Deep this, right? See, right? Wait. Let me explain.
No, because it's like what Hamza said. Influence is the action. So like if someone has an effect on someone. So if Hamza's doing his thing, I'm like, oh wow, that's lit, I might do that. Whereas inspiration is in the head, didn't it? It's the stimulation of your mentality, knowing that this guy. So inspiration is the process, of being mentally stimulated to do something. So he's not wrong.
You sure?
I appreciate that, man.
Wait, what are we talking about? Inspirational knowledge? What?
You said inspiration and influence.
Wait, can I add something? I just thought about that. I didn't even know I could think about that. Knowledge is you knowing about all the drugs, but influence is you doing them because everyone around you is doing them. Like, you know they're bad, you know about every single one.
Wow.
But because everyone is around you is doing it, you're like, you know what? I don't care about that. They look fun. Let me try it out.
There you go.
Nah, I hear that. That's it.
But would you rather control your knowledge more, or would you rather control your influence more?
My influence.
Nah, no, at all.
What do you mean?
Not at all.
Why not?
Right, here's what I say. Right, deep this, right? The reason why you guys are saying influence in it, you're thinking of the worst, right? You guys are thinking, okay, if I can't control my influence, maybe it might influence me to do the worst things. However, when you're able to control your knowledge, right? Hear what I'm saying, right? Since you said, would you rather have Hamza? Hamza, what was your question? Would you rather have more control of your influence or your what?
Knowledge.
Your knowledge, right? Right. You've been able to have control.
Okay, how did you acquire knowledge about something?
No, Hamza,
how did she?
How do you acquire knowledge about certain things? Let's say for Tatiana Kaguda, right? For like his American football. What got you into it? Now I'll ask him as well. Like what got Tatiana Kaguda into American football?
OBJ.
Influence.
Guaranteed.
Influence, right?
There we go.
So you need influence.
Let him answer. Let him answer. Let him answer.
Time, please.
For you.
You know me very well. Thank you so much.
Right. So are you gonna answer, or are you cool?
No, I was influenced into it. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly. So for you to actually acquire knowledge and influence to push you towards knowledge. That's it.
That's it. So what we've learned in here.
Just like what's his name? What's his name? Hamza got into business. Something influenced him towards it. He just kind of, it pushed him towards it. You get me? It could be whatever it is, but it was influence.
Yeah, I feel like the most powerful thing ever.
Influence is the one. Because imagine being the controller or like being so powerful with influence, right? I could go out there and say something like,
or you could say anything to anyone.
I could say Donald Trump, I hate you, and everyone else is gonna be, we hate him too. Everyone, we hate him. Yes, we hate him.
That's why Drake is in such a high position in music.
There we go. So, this is now the 2 scenario questions, ladies and gentlemen. We've had the 3 topic questions. And now we're having
carry on.
We're having it.
Jerry, carry on.
Now we're having the 2 scenario questions. So, first scenario is, if your girlfriend...
Jerry, piss off.
Jerry, talk about it.
I'm answering that question.
Okay, let's talk about...
I'll answer it. I'll answer it.
All right, so if your girlfriend...
Let's talk about education.
Nah, shut up.
Wait, Jerry. Jerry, go on.
We're gonna let the people answer. Hold on. So, if your girlfriend and mother changed bodies, and the only way to get
cancel. You good, Jerry, man.
And the only way to get them back and the only way to get them back to normal is to have sex with one of them. Who would you choose?
This guy's done out. Jerry, done out, fam.
Sorry, I missed it.
How did you?
I missed it. I missed it.
Wait,
here's my answer.
Wait, hold on. What was the
Let me say again. So, if your girlfriend and mother change bodies and the only way to get them back to normal is to have sex with one of them, who would you choose?
My girl, innit?
That's your mom.
That's your mom's.
No. I'm talking about my girl's body. Like,
yeah.
But then that's your mom's.
No, my mum is just in it, but it's not actually.
No, nigga. Do you know what that means? Nigga, do you know what that means? That means,
Bro.
yeah, when she does go back to her normal body, she knows that your D is like this.
No.
She knows how you beat. She knows this. That. She will not. What do you mean? She was there. She was in the body.
Okay, bro. What do you feel like is more disgusting? You.
Nah, I would have to
Seeing your mum's naked,
beat the
like
other one. I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Nah, Craig. Hey, Jerry, how come you're gonna ask that question, fam? That's a
Is it just out of the blue, bro? Just like, to just get you.
Fam, you boys are just making it dip for no reason.
Jerry,
Niggas been watching too much
I will
stepwoman.
Jerry, your
Nah, I've got a question
Jerry,
for
your
you.
porno.
your philosophies are interesting.
Jerry, you're on porno.
Hamza, what's wrong with you, man?
Oh my days.
Is it okay for your chick to be friends with her ex?
No.
Listen to Jerry. No.
This is the same thing.
Jerry's been through this situation.
That can't run.
Nah, I ain't been through the situation.
It depends.
But
you got to put in your mind that this.
Is it cool for your girl to have a boy best friend?
Nah.
Dead.
This is the same thing.
You guys are insecure, man. What's wrong with you?
But,
Bro, are you mad? Another nigga.
Okay, Craig.
I don't mind.
Think about it.
Craig.
Think about it.
What if this best friend is like you?
Huh?
What if this best friend is like you?
I don't care, fam.
It's fun because I've got bad girl like friends.
Let me explain. Because I think it's different, right?
Go on,
Zaka, this is agreement and then I original.
Man said agreement.
That was out my contract. It's like what it is, right? So if they were friends before me, then I have no right to be like, you can't be friends with them. You know what I'm saying? But there is no reason for her to be looking out for new mandem friends and now. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, say that and alright.
Nah, but the thing is,
I hear that.
I wanna justify. I wanna go against. How I feel about it. Yeah. If your girl has a boy best friend, if you two have an argument, she's gonna call him and be like, me and my boyfriend had this argument, this, that. Yeah, and boys, we know this, boys, because we know girls are vulnerable when they're emotional, right? We're gonna be like,
come over.
We're gonna be like, come over, like I'll look after you, make sure you're okay. And bang, that's what I'm saying. So and then
TikTok challenge.
No, I think that's
when that happens. You end it. That's it, done.
But the whole thing could be prevented if she just settles every situation with you. Because end of the day, it's you and her.
You see, this is what you gotta do, bro. When you get in this relationship, let's say let's say you're against this her being friends with another guy.
Yeah.
When you get into it, sit down with her, so you can set up like your boundaries.
Microwave.
Yes.
It's true.
Experience.
Then when this boundaries it is set up, if she decides to break these boundaries,
that's it. Yeah, 100%.
What are some challenges that you think this generation will face?
COVID.
Society.
Evolution.
That's a good question. Not gonna lie.
Actually, serious answers.
I think not being spiritual. I think not being eye open. I think not being 100% not being eye open and not being spiritually open within our generation.
Next one.
I feel as if this generation kind of lacks realism and realism being like.
Ooh, you said media, bro. Media is the biggest thing.
Yeah, like everything's fake. Everything's fake. Like
we just have to switch off the
media, bro.
Let's just switch off the internet for a whole month.
Media, bro.
There you go. That's what I feel like this generation lacks.
Well, you guys got put in consideration that
my Bible is not fake. You cannot say that.
You guys got put in consideration that social media is like an experiment that just we're living in it. Just like why it's just
right, because in it.
But no one actually knows where it's gonna be in a year from now.
I think
no one knows that.
the
But then
scariest
media is
thing,
the future, though.
I think the scariest thing
It's
about
the future, but you don't know how it's gonna unfold in the future. Like how bad
Saga, you're mocking my course.
Because there's a lot of people that need media for their business. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and I know that.
Wait.
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, we don't know how it's gonna unfold in the future in terms of social media, Twitter, Facebook. Because mostly these things like social media apps, no one knows. Like no one knows how they're gonna be AF now. No one knows what kind of stuff.
I think
Mark Zuckerberg knows.
I think
I just want to say something.
the scariest thing for our generation. I'm trying to say in it. I think the scariest thing for our generation right now, is the idea of being stuck in boxes.
Sorry, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you everyone for watching. This is a new podcast from Boys to Men. I hope you enjoyed the discussion.
Follow me on Instagram.
Yeah. I will tag everyone's Instagram in the description. I hope you enjoyed.
Mine too.
Listen to some people chat absolute rubbish and actually chat some good stuff as well. If you want more, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.